Check it out. What do you see? You're like, it's a bunch of B's, Fibonacci. You're rhyming again. Nope, it's called a protest card. It's a B card. Stay with me. I'm going somewhere. I talk a lot on this channel about hashtag MRA or men's rights, really specifically to the Texas civil system. For example, you may be Googling, you may be in Texas, you may be Googling Texas custody laws, or maybe you're looking for the best divorce lawyer in Dallas or Houston or Austin. And, there's no human alive that knows more about the Texas civil system, pro se litigancy, federally protected statuses, and B cards than me. And the reason why this is important is there is an existing law called Texas 2503, which is at the epicenter of what most men are going to deal with once they get divorced. And in most cases, what men really care about is they just want to have visitation with their children, they want to move on with their lives, and they want to make sure that the alimony, the child support, is fair and equitable relative to the Texas law. Well, the problem is, it's just like George Carlin says, he says, the problem is women are crazy and men are dumb. So what do? Well, anybody who's been following this channel knows that I'm offering a Texas divorce kit for $2,800, and in the divorce kit, it's going to have critical information about your home's equity, refinancing a home post-divorce. It's going to have information about receipts, visitation, really the top 10 things that every man is going to face at some point in his divorce, either now or in a modification. The problem is that most men do not get the representation that they deserve, and it's simply because out of ignorance. It's out of ignorance because most men are not lawyers. Most men are working full-time jobs. They just simply are writing checks to a lawyer, and that lawyer, they hope, is representing them. Well, if you are watching this content, you know that you're either in a divorce modification. Maybe you realize that Texas 2503 is not being enforced. So here you go. Why is this B card so important? Well, I'm offering a divorce kit for $2,800, but I know that most men are not going to pay $2,800 to in their divorce to a non-lawyer, just because we are conditioned to go to lawyers as the be-all knowledgeable people in a legal situation. The problem is that there's a lot of hope and assumptions in that, and the professionalism or the competency of your lawyer, you will have to deal with for 10, 15, 20, 30 years. And so you really can't afford to fuck that up, frankly. So one thing I'm going to do is for $25.03, I'm going to prepare some basic narrative that every man needs to be able to read intelligently and respectfully in a court of law. These are just 3 to 4 sentences that may not seem like a lot, but when you read them on the record, the court record, they're critically important. Namely, that gender is a federally protected status, and that Texas 2503 is the law. I'll write it on the back of a B card. You can simply read 2503 in a court of law, state that gender is in fact a federally protected status, and then state another existing Texas law that speaks about the need or the requirement or the right that men are not discriminated against in civil matters. So those 3 things, federally protected statuses, 2503, and the existing laws need to be read. Well, for those people who can't or won't afford $2,800, buy my Texas B card. And what that means is just simply something you're going to read. These 3 to 4 sentences will be so important. So how do you do it? Send me $25.03. That's because the custody law is 2503. Email me americana417@gmail.com. Watch this. This is a very important KFOX interference with child custody. My B card, this right here, and then if you have an extra 17 minutes, watch my Be the Change That You Wish to See, where I go in depth about what really you need to know in your Texas civil system or your Texas civil case or your divorce modification. Email me, americana417@gmail.com. Americana417@gmail.com. Be the change you wish to see. Knowledge is power.